So it's Newcastle 1, Liverpool 2, and it's a very, very disappointing result yesterday at St James's Park. People are saying Eddie Howe's under pressure. No, he isn't. We should have won this game way before they made the substitutes as well, and we shouldn't have this game out of sight. And I see the tweets yesterday. I mean, some of them, it's absolute disgrace, honestly, man. And you know what it is? Just think about where we came from 18 months ago. Yeah. And yeah, absolutely disgraceful. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest, we're a few years away from winning the title. We're a few more years away from getting above Liverpool, Man City. And you know what it is, Jackie? I just think we started so well and we held out. But for me, the substitutes could play a major part. But in my opinion, we should have this game wrapped up way before that. What's your thoughts?
The first thing I'll say is it's 3 games in, and we've had Villa, City, and then Liverpool, which is probably ones we got bad results against last year. Mm-hmm. Second thing is we've got to stick by Eddie. He's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and yeah, we should have won that last night. We should have, but we didn't. So.
Yeah, I mean, thing is, like, we started so well, and obviously Trent should have got sent off for that elbow on Gordon, but also as well, the referee had a stinker yesterday. Let's be real, yeah. I mean, every time Liverpool goes down to get a free kick, they got to Van Dijk, right? And apparently, Van Dijk told the ref to F off as well, and he didn't take exception to that. He could be a bit of bother as well, Van Dijk.
Well, yeah, I told you that before, but
yeah, he did.
I'm not sure about the Gordon one because I think the first yellow card should have been against Gordon, if you know what I mean. He was the one that pushed to the one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Van Dijk was just appalling. His attitude, the way he was in the ref's face was just appalling. So hopefully he may get more than a 1-game ban. But the other thing, going on Facebook, I wish people would get off Miggy's back because he ran and ran. He was the one that nearly got 2 goals, yet they're still having a go at him. They're still having a pop at him.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think we had a good game yesterday, to be fair. One of his better games. Okay, he had a shot that hit the post from Anderson safe. Then you knew he's going to win the goal in the second half, running 40 yards to be out of the shot. It came off the post as well. And also as well, he's had his heart out again yesterday. I think he really worked hard. But for me, I mean, you look at it, yeah. I mean, I want to talk about Dan Burn. I'm not being funny, right? But he's based on a defence, right? Centre defender. Now he says left back. I mean, he's at fault for one of the goals yesterday. He got absolutely ripped apart by Nunes as well. I know Bruno's got a major part to play as well. I mean, the first goal, right, came off Botman's back.
And his back or something.
Yeah, so he didn't know nothing about that. So he knew nothing about that. Like, he knew nothing about that. Yeah. And then we weren't quick enough.
The second one, Burn was just left watching. Just complete lack of speed from Burn. Oh, so yeah, we need a new centre back.
100%. I mean, you need a centre back before the winner slam shot. I mean, there's plenty out there. Do you know what I mean? They're talking about Antoine Silva, but Benfica wants 81 million quid for this guy, but Newcastle ain't going to pay for that. But I mean, the thing is, right? I mean, 2 goals conceded were poor. I can't lie. I mean, Joe Linton played his heart out yesterday. He was everywhere yesterday. I thought he was fantastic. Anthony Gordon was sensational. And then, I mean, the thing is, right, I mean, I always comment on Eddie as well, right? Do you think he made a mistake taking off 2 of our best players on Tonali and Gordon? I mean, and when he took them off, he put on Sean Longstaff. He looked to have the pace yesterday, right? I like Sean, but at the end of the day, right, I wouldn't shed a tear if he left the club tomorrow. I wouldn't.
My top 3 for Newcastle yesterday were Joe Linton, Gordon and Tonali. So taking Gordon and Tonali off, don't know. Longstaff's looked off the pace all the pre-season games, so I wouldn't have brought him on. I'd have took Bruno off half-time and then maybe he's put Elliot Anderson on, but left Tonali on the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, you just touched on Longstaff again. I mean, I would not have played number 2 whatsoever off the pitch. Bruno, I mean, I've defended this guy from hell and back. Do you know what I mean? But it was one of his greatest games yesterday. He did one or two good things, but at the end of the day, right, I mean, is this guy undroppable now? I mean, look, I love Bruno. Is this guy undroppable? Is Eddie Howe playing his favourites, like keeping his favourites?
No, I love that the new midfield, Tonali, Bruno, and Joe Linton, because they're just so fluid. They can move around. So I think, Bruno's had a bit of a bad start, but I think that will be the midfield that other teams will absolutely fear. But what I would have done, says me, so they were down to 10 men. So we needed to get on the front foot. So the substitutes I would have made, I would have brought Wilson on, but I would put Isak on the left wing and maybe he's moved Gordon to the right wing, took Bruno off and brought Anderson on.
Yeah, absolutely right. I totally agree. I mean, Harvey Barnes came on as well, and he should have passed it to Wilson. Would have been 2-0. How on earth did he miss? Didn't see him there, man? I mean, Harvey Barnes will learn. He'll learn a lot, but decision making needs to be better as well. I'm not going to slate the players. You know what I mean? That's not me.
I think that's a bit unfair though, because you look at the Cellar Cup and the goal he got in the Premiership, he's the first one to pass. So I just think he was a bit. I think second half the fans were tense and it carried on to the players. So I think if it had been away, I think Harvey Barnes would have thought, pull it back to Callum Wilson straight in.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not trying to slip like, but you should have done a little bit better. But passed it to Wilson. But at the end of the day, he'll learn from it. I mean, what it is, Jackie, I'll look at some tweets right the day, right? From on the feet. One of them has said, I mean, I don't know who sent it out, but shocking, tactically naive. Any more of this, and how will be out. Tweets like that, right? It's going to send negativity and shocks through the players as well, man. Because the thing, all it is, Jackie, I mean, you don't come out and say things like that. Yes, I know Eddie's made some mistakes. Always say you criticize players deserved, and you also praise the manager as well. Do you know what I mean? That's what we've got to do. There's two things, criticize those wanted, praise credit where it's due. And do you know what? Eddie Howe's done good things at Newcastle United. I don't want him sacked.
No, I don't.
I mean, whoever wants Eddie sacked should basically F off down to Sunderland. Do you know what I mean? You got to see what he's doing, man.
I don't think so. But you play as a team and you lose as a team. And in my opinion, this is probably the one game he's got it a bit wrong with the substitutions, because the Liverpool substitutions, there was loads of energy, there was loads of new things, whereas they played 4-4-1 and we just sat back and thought, okay, we'll just keep possession. So it's the only game, if I'm honest, I thought, Eddie Howe, you've dropped a bit of a clanger there, taking off Tonali and Gordon, because obviously Alexander-Arnold was on a possible red, so he was skirting around Gordon. He couldn't touch him. So if we kept him on, and Tonali was playing a lot better than Bruno, and being more positive in the second half, rather than thinking, oh yes, okay, we're going to go for a 1-0 win. That's my opinion.
Yeah, good point. We got Brighton on Saturday. That'll be a tricky game. I'll be there as well, and I'll be there on Friday night, come back on Sunday. So, I mean, if you look at it, right, I mean, can you see Eddie making changes for this game? Because I've got a funny feeling he may have to make a little tweak there, because the fact is, we look at the side who play 4-3-3, right? We don't want to get found out, and at the minute, we're slightly getting found out. But would you be making changes on Saturday?
I think teams have looked at us last season and thought, right, Miggy down the right-hand side, we'll just close him out because he's a 1 foot pony type of thing. Burn, we'll put a quick player on him because he hasn't got the pace. For me, even though Hall was he wasn't even in the team, but he was in the stands, I'd put Hall in because we need that pace at the back. And I would also, even though I love Miggy, I would also think about maybe not playing him and playing either Gordon or Barnes, because they can both play on the right-hand side.
Yeah, the thing is, again, people ask us as well, even for Liverpool fans as well, last night, so I did a couple of interviews as well while I was at St James's Park. People are asking us, is Miggy undroppable? Because it seems to me he is, Don't get me wrong, I love Miggy, end of the day. But, I mean, I get a lot of people saying that he's not going to get us the title. It's not going to be one of the players going to be star player. I know that's unfair, but I love Miggy. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, Eddie likes him. We like him. We've got to persevere.
But you look at the game yesterday, and the person who got the 2 best goal chances was Miggy. I mean, if it wasn't for the Liverpool goal he saved, that would have been another wonder goal. So, and he works so hard. It's like having a attacker and a defender, because he just runs his socks off. Do you know who I thought we missed yesterday? And is Helens Maximum. I think he would have, if he'd have come on as a sub, he would have made a difference down that left-hand side.
100%. He's gone now, sort of thing. And he's at Saudi, as we all know. And I hope he does well there. But we got to move. He's got to move. But I see his Zachary coming from as well. And like I said, Brighton next Saturday. Can we do bits on Saturday against Brighton? Can we actually get something out of that game? Because what I don't want, Jackie, is another L to our name before the break.
It's going to be a massive, massive game, because we're either going to go there and lose and everybody's going to say, oh my God, let's get Eddie Howe out, or we go and win and we'll be sort of, okay, they've done all right. But we've just had a really, really, really bad first few games. Like we've had City, we've had Villa, we've had Liverpool, now we've got Brighton. So I think next month, if we can get to next month without Eddie Howe being booted out, we'll show our true colours.
Yeah, absolutely right. What I can say is just go out there, get 3 points on Saturday. Like I said, I'll be there for the match as well. I'm going to really enjoy it, and I hope the fans do not have a go at Eddie Howe. I surely won't, because at the end of the day, and just quickly on the ticket information as well. Do you think this new rule now gives season tickets with less points an opportunity to get a ticket for away games? Do you think the owner's got that one right?
Ish. I'm not sure about it, to be honest. I'm not sure.
You know, so say you got 100 points sort of thing, but my motto is, right, I mean, I get a lot of people saying that if you got points, they can get like 4, 5, 6 tickets and sell them on, and, it's a bit unfair for people who's got lesser points on the tickets to get one. So for me, I think it's a great idea for people.
See, I'm not a season ticket holder, because I live miles away type of thing, but so I'm not really up on that side of it.
Fair enough. And one quick question as well before I let you go. Is there in where you're from, St. Helens, is there massive Newcastle followers that do have like a little fan club there as well?
It's awful round here, because I support Newcastle. We've got City down the road, we've got United down the road, and then Liverpool. So the big rivalry is the Newcastle-Liverpool thing.
Yeah.
So it's not good to be a Newcastle supporter around here.
Fair enough. If it was massive, I would have loved to come to St. Helens one day as well. I'd get my face like out of there as well. But it is what it is. Listen, Jackie, thank you so much for coming on. And
one question. Who do you think we're going to get if Botman's injury is severe? Who do you think we're going to get as a replacement centre back?
We did a right-sided centre back, and for me, it'd be Tapsoba for one.
I love him.
Great
but
player.
He's going to be about 65 million, isn't he?
The market value of him is 40 million quid. So Bayern Leverkusen probably have some more than that. So I mean, probably get back 50 maybes for that guy as well. And also, the one I like to see is Antonio Silva from Benfica as well. And it'd be a lot more than 65 million quid. He's only 18 years of age. I think this guy is going to be so fantastic. He's young, and it's just going to get better and better. They rate him so highly in Benfica, believe it or not. And he's got Champions League since. That's
what I like about our recruitments. If you look at the team, apart from the likes of Trips and Byrne, everybody's 25 or under, which looks brilliant for the future. What do you think about getting Ashby out from Swansea?
Ashby?
Yeah.
I think he's doing well. He's doing really well at the minute. 5 games played. He's got a cracking goal against Sunderland, I believe. It's a lovely finish, by the way. And, go on, you Harrison. And at the end of the day, like, he's just going to get better and better. I mean, when he comes back to Newcastle, I mean, we cover right backs. He can play on the right side of midfield as well. And Miggy's place, you just never know. I mean, I could see Liverpool will get there first. And it'll get game time for me as well. But we'll just see what happens. And I think it's going to be fantastic where they come back as well. Jackie, thank you so much for coming on and coming out of your here. And before you go, where can we find you, please? On socials?
Facebook, Insta.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it. No problem. Well, Jackie, I'll have you backstage. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Guys, if you like what you watch, like, subscribe. My channel is the Partners Magpie Store and also on Tufts as well. And until then, guys,